Okay, Mataji. Yeah.
So if you want to speak something, you can go ahead.
Workout.
Hare Krishna Mataji, a lot of background noise is there. So, maybe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare.
I think Mataji Veredan join Avtunar Prabhuji.
Yeah, will
So
be.
she has to unmute herself. It's muted. The Samba Das ID has to be unmuted. Maybe they are setting it up.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Mataji, you are able to hear?
Prabhuji, you try to contact this Sambadas Prabhu in the text, Prabhuji, or else he will not know what we are talking. He has to hear us and unmute.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we are not able to hear you.
Mataji ki mana sound velladu. Namananda Prabhu, try to text to this Sambadas ID, Prabhuji, so that ISKCON Vizag is not working, it seems.
Yeah.
That Sambadas ID has to be unmuted, then only we can hear.
Sent a message.
I'm sure our voice is not reaching them, else they would have done something.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we are not able to still hear.
మనకు వినిపించట్లేదు మనం మాట్లాడేది.
It seems he's coordinating inside.
Yeah.
Let's not have a discussion.
Technical difficulties.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is now the audio coming, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes, Mataji. Yeah. Now, better. I think we can begin
Okay.
then.
Audio is okay. No, if that, can you bring the phone near to me? Akshay, keep it here. Prabhuji, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Huh?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, we can hear.
I don't know, I cannot hear him.
We can hear you, Mataji. Yeah, we can hear you, Mataji. It is clear.
I feel that Shyam's idea is better, that the audio goes from here, because this is like this big plant, if you fall down. If you can keep that phone here only, it's better. Yeah, then nobody needs to hold. Okay. Just turn the lamp.
ఇంకొక ఫోన్ లో లాగిన్ అయిపోతే వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారు నాకు కొంచెం తెలుసు.
What to do, Prabhuji? Hear us?
Yeah, you
hear
can
me?
begin. You can begin. We can hear you.
You can begin there.
I can begin? Okay. No, it's okay. Now they are able to hear me. Shall we begin? Okay, thank you. Just go ahead. Okay, have a seat. Sit down. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Kumaraya गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो गङ्गाय नमो परमात्मने नमो पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रि हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते सप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानन्दा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्दा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभयश्च कृपासिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण so very happy to be back in forum of the devotees from central New Jersey. Very happy to join your forum this evening for us. This needs to be reduced a little bit, volume needs to be reduced. So I'm very sorry because of some technical issue we are starting late. So since Janmashtami is fast approaching, I thought of taking some topic connected to Lord Shri Krishna. And this whole morning I've been thinking what to speak on. I thought I'll take up Kaliya Leela, then I thought Govardhan Leela, then I thought Shaktasur, Trinavarta. Finally, I thought I'm unable to select between any one Leela. Maybe I should speak on all the Leelas. Then I remembered if I want to speak on all the Leelas, then the best thing to do is to speak on Bilva Mangal Thakur's Govinda Damodar Stuti, because that covers all the Leelas. I don't know how many verses we can complete, but there are around 71 verses in Bilva Mangal Thakur's Govinda Damodar Stuti. So we'll take up each and every verse and then maybe try and narrate some pastime connected to that verse and then move on to the next verse and try and complete as many verses as possible. This Bilva Mangal Thakur in his 71 verses have narrated beautiful pastimes from Dwarka Leela, from Mathura Leela, from Vrindavan Leela, from Ramayana, from Bhagavatam, from Mahabharata, and almost all the different Leelas he has covered. So with humble yogi samples to Bilva Mangal Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, that would clarify and all the devotees here. We start the Govinda Damodar Stuti. It's a very, very beautiful Stuti with 71 verses where Bilva Mangal Thakur is 1 second. No, then don't put it. Let me sit down. So is the audio connected? Okay, then you have to sit down now. Don't have to wind up the So in the Govinda Damodar Madhavi Stuti, his main focus or his main emphasis will be on the holy name of the Lord. How the Lord's holy name is so beautiful, so purifying, so intoxicating, so contagious, and how the devotees of the Lord are always singing his glory and how they are always reciting beautiful names, and how Lord has so many different beautiful names, and how these names have come about because of the different leelas that he has performed. So we'll start with the first verse. So you can all open in your phone, Govinda Damodara Madhava Stuti. We're supposed to project it, but today looks like something's really off with our technical department, so we'll just go on with the phones. This has to be increased now because I see the volume is less. Akshay, can you increase the volume? Little bit. So we'll start with the first verse. Agre Kuruna Nath Pandavana Dushasane Krishna Padogro Sadanan Yagata Govinda Damodara Dharamahave. So Devananda Thakur, he starts with a beautiful verse here where he's talking about the situation in Hastinapur. The Pandavas have come for the Dice game here. The Pandavas have come for the Dice game and they lost. They lost the game, and Yudhishthir Maharaj has, even lost his wife in the gambling. And how now Dushasana is actually, dragging Draupadi Devi by her hair, and as he brings her to the Kuru Sabha, to the Asat Sabha, where all these great warriors are sitting, but they have not revolted against the great injustice that is happening to Draupadi. So it's an Asat Sabha, where people are watching injustice happen, and where Draupadi is dragged by Dusashan. What is she doing at that moment? So it is described that actually she first looked up to the elders. Maybe they will protect me. She looked at the spiritual masters, Kripacharya, Dronacharya. Maybe they will protect me. Then she looked up at her husband, who are all great warriors. Okay, they will protect me. But none of them were able to protect. They simply had their head down. They were helpless. So at that time, Draupadi, she raises her two arms in the air and she starts chanting, Govinda Damu Dharamagaveti. It's a very, very beautiful verse where she's surrendering to the Lord. And this particular verse gives us a very important lesson. Just like Draupadi, we may be also having so-called many powerful contacts or influential contacts or people in our life, but we should understand it's only Krishna who can protect us. Even we see in the life of Uttara, when Ashwatthama had sent that Brahmastra to kill the baby in her womb, what she did is she called out to Krishna. When she ran out from her chambers, she could have asked for help for the father-in-law. Yudhishthir Maharaj was there, all the great warriors were there. But she only looks at Krishna and she takes shelter of only Krishna. So there is this verse in Bhagavatam where she says, Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate. Only you, Yatra Mrityu. Who can save me? Abhayam. Who can give me Abhayam? Only you can give me Abhayam. So those who are intelligent, they understand that God is our only shelter. Right? So she hasn't sought help from anybody else. So even Draupadi, when Dushasan was dragging her, Dushasan had the strength of 10,000 elephants. So when she was being dragged by him, she takes shelter of Krishna. She calls out to Krishna. So even our lives also, whenever I go through this verse or I read through this verse, I'm always reminded of this very fascinating story that I had heard in my childhood about these 10 friends, how once they go out for a pilgrimage. And when they are out on this pilgrimage, they take rest one night and in a makeshift tent kind of a thing. So those days there used to be this grass hut. the kings all they used to arrange for sadhus if they are going on their way to pilgrim, give them free accommodation or some free annadana. So these 10 friends, they were on a pilgrimage. As they came close to Sri Rangam in the night, they were taking rest inside a small hut. And in the middle of the night, to their horror, it was raining. There was thunder and storm. So they were just discussing generally, why do you think it's raining so heavily? Why do you think this land is falling very close to the hut where we are taking rest? Maybe one of us is destined to die today. So as they were all discussing, they decided just because of one person's bad luck or let's say one person's destiny, why should the others die? So they all, I don't want anything. You can sit down. Peacefully sit down. So why should the others die because of one person's destiny? So then they came up with an intelligent plan. They said, let's do one thing. Maybe one by one we will go outside the hut, go and touch this tree and come back. The one who is destined to die will die. At least the rest of the 9 people will be protected. So as they went on one by one, the first person went, nothing happened. The second person went, nothing happened. The third person, he went and he touched the tree, nothing happened. He came back. The 9th person went, nothing happened. Finally, when the 10th person went and he touched the tree, the lightning fell. Not only on the person, but on the hut. And all the 9 died. So the moral of the story was, it was not because of one person's ill destiny. Actually, it was because of one person's good fortune. All the 9 were saved. But the moment that person walked out, all of them died. So sometimes we think, I have powerful contacts, I'm influential in the society, I have wealth, I have my fixed deposits, I have my assets, I can take care of myself. Or sometimes we even think, I'm doing my sadhana, all right, I'm fine in bhakti, but we don't understand that one person in our life is actually protecting us, and that is Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So if we don't have His mercy on us, even the fact that we are able to continue chanting is a privilege given by Him. It is His mercy. Many times devotees will be asking, how do I know Krishna is merciful on me? So Krishna's mercy is not that I got my business contracts, I'm healthy, I have a wonderful relationship, I'm happy in my material life. That means Krishna has blessed me. The definition of Krishna's mercy is that you are still able to chant and come to the temple and associate with devotees and you are in Krishna consciousness. That is Krishna's actual mercy and greater mercy. So here we see that, the devotees of Krishna, they are so much surrendered to Krishna, and in every situation, whether it is good or bad in their life, they know that only Krishna can help them. But the only problem with us devotees is we know Krishna is our only shelter. We know only Krishna can protect, and we do take our problems to Krishna. But sometimes we also expect that Krishna should work according to our selection of solutions. Means this is my problem and this is my solution, and Krishna has to solve my problem in this way only. But that Krishna will not accept because he is more intelligent than us. We can only tell him our problem. Solution he will give. Sometimes solution may be different from what we are expecting. I always give this example of a hungry boy. He was very hungry and he was praying to the Lord, I'm hungry, I need some food. And he saw an apple tree and he started shaking the apple tree vigorously. But one apple also didn't fall. And he felt that, I'm praying to the Lord and the Lord is not listening to my prayers. And then, after some time, the Lord appeared and said, I was all the while listening to your prayers. He said, where? I didn't even see one apple, falling from the tree. Then the Lord said, there was an orange tree next to the apple. When you were, pushing the apple tree with the friction, the oranges were falling from the orange tree. You could have picked it up, but you never even saw it. So what happens sometimes we are very fixed on a particular solution. So our problem is we tell the problem to the Lord and we also tell the solution. But the Lord says, tell the problem. Solution I'll decide. How can we decide what is the solution? So we have to have that faith on Krishna. So here we see Draupadi Devi, Uttara Devi, they had so much faith on Krishna. They just told the problem and Krishna had his own way to sort it out. So Bilomangal Thakur says that in this Kuru Sabha, in this Asat Sabha, when Draupadi was dragged, she was chanting Govinda, Damodar, Madhav. In fact, there is this beautiful prayer in Mahabharata. They say that when Draupadi was dragged, she chanted this particular prayer. Shankha Chakra Gada Pari Dwarika Nitaya Chuta Govinda Pundari Kaksha Rakshamam Sharanagati Govinda Pundari Kaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatim. So she chanted the name of Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, please protect me. So now we go to the second verse. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhu Kaita Bhare Bhaktanukampim Bhagavan Murari Trayashvamanke Shavanu Kanantha Govinda Dharamādhaveti. So now from Hastinapur, Bilvamangal Thakur is taking us to Vaikuntha. So what happened one day in Vaikuntha when the Lord was lying on Anantasesa and taking rest? So one day, sometimes just like we take out sometimes dirt from our ears or nose, the Lord was taking out some dirt from his ears. And the wax in the ears, when he just, put it out, when he threw it out, from that wax which came out from his ear, came out two demons, Madhu and Kaitava. These Madhu and Kaitava, they were very powerful. So when they came out from the Lord's ear, they started doing austerities, tapasya, meditating, and they got blessed by Lakshmi Devi. And not only that, they were nourishing themselves by the water from the Sweta River, and they became very powerful. And what happens when we get power, followed by wealth, followed by fame? It will maybe followed by bad activities. One gets distracted. So now they also got out of ego and they started disturbing everybody. So much so that they became a nuisance in the three worlds. So one day they went and stole the Vedas also from Brahma. So Brahma went and complained to the Lord, this Madhu Kaitava are creating a lot of nuisance. Then the Lord went and he fought with Madhu Kaitava, and the fighting went on for many years. And finally, the Lord took away those Vedas and handed over to Brahma. But now the Lord was thinking, I need to find some permanent solution because they'll keep on doing something. So now because they were having a lot of ego, Lord took a humble position. So there are so many ways to deal with the enemies. There is Sama, Danda, Veda. So the Lord had his own way. So what he did is very humbly the Lord approached, and the Lord asked, hey, you are very powerful people. Maybe you should give me some boon. And Madhuketa, sure, please ask what boon you want. So the Lord said, can you please die? So then Madhuketa, because they had so egoistically said, yes, I'm ready to give you any boon. So they agreed, okay, fine, we will leave our body. But then, of course, they asked for another boon from the Lord, that since we are ready to give up our body, at least give us a place in Vaikuntha. So finally, Lord opens a special dwaram for them, because if you have to enter Vaikuntha, there are different sets of qualification, visa and documents required. But Madhukaitava wanted to enter in a different way without, doing the right things which needs to be done to be qualified as a devotee and enter into Vaikuntha. So the Lord had to open a special dwaram for them. That is why every time during the Mukkoti Ekadashi, we have this Madhukaitava dwaram, Vaikuntha dwaram, from where the demons like Madhukaitava were allowed inside the Vaikuntha because of the special mercy of the Lord. So here, Bilvamangal Thakur is remembering that past time and is saying, oh Lord, who is the enemy of Madhu and Kaitava? You are the enemy of Mura. You are so merciful upon your devotees. O Keshava, you are the Lord of all the three worlds. See, all through this Bilvamangal Thakur's Govinda Damodar Madhava Stuti, beautiful names of the Lord, different names will be explained, or rather, different names of the Lord will be used to glorify him. Like here it is Madhu Kaitapa. This word Madhusudanam is very, very special word. See, when we say Madhusudana, we understand that the Lord who is the enemy of the demon Madhu, or one who killed Madhu, he is Madhusudana. Sudana means one who is an enemy of Madhu. But actually, Sridhar Swami gives a wonderful commentary to this name. He says, Madhu means honey. So, honey means it's very sweet. And Krishna is also very sweet. So, once there is a competition between honey and Krishna, who is more sweeter? So, in this competition, Krishna won. So because he won, he is Madhusudana, because he has won the competition with Madhu, he has defeated Madhu, he is more sweeter than Madhu. And then, something more beautiful comes up, said that in our lives, what is Madhu? What do you feel very sweet in our own lives? It's not our wealth. What we feel very sweet is our false ego. Because of that false ego, we are in this material world. And that false ego is very dear to us, very sweet to us. We can't give it up. We may give up tea, coffee. We may give up onion, garlic. We may give up meat eating. We may follow 4 rules and regulations. But giving up false ego is the most difficult, even after coming in devotee life. Now, many times, I remember when I'll be discussing with the devotees, sometimes when they share their heart, I understand that even after so many years of being in Krishna consciousness, the fact that I come from a particular family, or I am from a particular caste or subcaste or something, some air of what you say, like I am, superiority complex and all, somewhere it will be there. Even after many, many years in Krishna consciousness, it's very difficult to come on a humble level that, I'm I not identifying with one past family lineage or past connection. It's a little difficult thing. So what is the most sweet is the false ego. So here Vaishnava Acharyas are saying that, Lord, you have killed the demon Madhu. You have defeated Madhu in your sweetness. Now please defeat this Madhu, which is there in my heart. This Madhu of false ego, which I feel very sweet. Can you please kill this false ego? Then you will be actually called Madhusudan, because you are killing my false ego. So such beautiful commentaries Vaishnava Acharyas are giving on this different names and pastimes of the Lord. So here Vilvamangal Thakur is addressing the Lord as, Oh Madhukaita Bhare, oh, you are the destroyer of the demon Madhu and Kaitava. Oh Keshava, oh Lokanatha, you are so merciful. Your devotees are calling out to you, Govinda, Damodara, Madhaveti. Now go to the third verse. Actually, this Madhukaitava pastime, very shorter version of this pastime is mentioned in 7th canto, when Prahlad Maharaj is doing his prayer to Narasimhadev. In that chapter, in one purport, Prabhupada talks about this Madhukaitava pastime. And even in the 10th canto, 48th chapter, when Akrura is praying to the Lord, when he sees the form of the Lord, then he's praying. In that prayer, he talks about the Hayagriva incarnation. So when Madhukaitava had stolen the Vedas from Brahma, then Lord had to come in the Hayagriva, into the horse incarnation, and then, again steal the Vedas from Madhukaitava and return it to Brahma. So this Madhukaitava pastime is very, very special, though we don't discuss about it much. But here in South India, Madhukaitava pastime is like one of the very popular pastimes, especially because of this Vaikunta Ekadashi, which is all around South India, which is celebrated so grandly. And it is being said that because Madhukaitava were very huge in size, the Vaikunta Dwaram also should be constructed very huge in size. And Madhukaitava have blessed that anybody who makes a very gorgeous Vaikunta Dwaram on this Ekadashi and welcome the devotees, definitely they will also get a place in Vaikunta. So it's a very, very special pastime. And Vilvamangal Thakur must be aware of it since he was South Indian. He was born to a South Indian father called Ramadas, just in the bank of Krishna Nadi. It is just that after he gets too much attached to a prostitute called Chintamani, And finally, one day, just to meet her, he crosses the river holding a dead corpse, and he climbs the, the floors of the building, holding on to a snake. And finally, when he lands inside her room, she just tells him that, the way you are attached to my body, which is made up of mucus, flesh, blood, stool, and urine, what is there to be so attached? If you had the same attachment for Krishna, you would have gone back to Godhead, and that's it. That one line changes his life, and then he starts walking in search of Krishna. And then finally, there's a big pastime how he again gets attracted to another lady with beautiful hair, and finally he thinks, all this attraction, distraction is coming only because of my two eyes. Better I shouldn't have these two eyes. So the lady he gets attracted to has very beautiful hair. So he goes and asks the lady, if you don't mind, you may be having pins to hold your hair. Can you give me those two pins? And she very innocently gives the pins, and he simply takes the pin and plucks his eyes. And all the blood comes out, and he says, now I'm relieved because his eyes is unnecessarily attracting me to the wrong things. I want to see only Krishna. And that's how from here, down south, he starts walking towards Vrindavan. Finally, he reaches Vrindavan, where Krishna directly gives him association, once in a while holding his hand, bringing him milk every day. And then he doesn't realize it's Krishna. He just thinks a little boy, so sweet, comes every day, gives me a little milk. And one fine day, what happens is, while he's walking, since he's blind, he just accidentally slips and, he falls inside a dry well. Then he's just chanting Lord's name, and Krishna actually comes and lifts him up. And at that moment, he feels, who can do that? How would somebody know that I am inside this dry well? It's only my Lord who has come to protect me. So then he tightly holds the little boy's hand and says, are you not Krishna? Tell me the truth. Are you not Krishna? And then Krishna is like, he's giggling, but he doesn't accept it. And he's trying to, push him away, but he's holding very tightly. And finally, Krishna pushes him away and runs. Then Bilvamangal Thakur composes a beautiful bhajan. Oh, just because I'm an old man, this is the way you treat me? You're pushing my hand and going away. If I was a young man, I would have run behind you. But you know very well I'm an old man. I can't run behind you. That's why you're doing this to me. But don't think you are very intelligent, because probably you can run away like this physically. But I have caught you inside my heart. Can you run away from my heart? If you can run away from my heart, then I will consider you are intelligent. You are not that smart boy. Don't think you are very smart. So he says in Hindi, a very beautiful bhajan, he says, हाथ छुड़ाई दे जय रयो हृदय से जाओ तो मानो हृदय से जाओ तो मानो. Oh, you are leaving my hand and going don't think you are very great. The day you can run away from my heart, then I will consider you as great. You cannot run away from my heart. I have caught you in the prison of my heart. So like this, Bilvamangal Thakur, it's amazing. Not only this Govinda Damodar Madhava Stuti, even his Chauragya Pushashtakam, Krishna Karnamrit, probably he must have written many poems, many bhajans, many books, but not everything is available. I was hearing one Prabhupada class where he was telling that Bilvamangal Thakur was reciting in Vrindavan for 700 years. He was in Vrindavan. In fact, we can even now visit his samadhi. This is in Gopinath Plaza. Did you put the card inside? In the camera? So even now you can see his samadhi in the Gopinath Plaza. He was an amazing devotee. Anyway, there is so many beautiful pastimes of Bilvamangal Thakur, but we'll try and concentrate on Govinda Damodar Stuti and try to complete some more verses today. So we'll go to the third verse now. Vikretu kama kilaho pakanya murad pada vita chitta vritti dadhyadikam bhavata pavocha govinda damodar madhaviti. See, if you see this, the whole stuti, it's not in a particular order. It's like a haphazard. Like one time you are in Hastinapur, then you are in Vaikuntha, then now you are back in Vrindavan, then again he may take you to Mathura, he may take you to Ramayan, so it will go like that. But this stuti of Bhirvanabal Thakur is not something that is his speculation or some kind of a creativity of a poet where he is expressing some pastime which he must have created. No, he's actually seeing it. So whatever he's seeing, whatever comes in his marana, he's simply expressing it, that's all. So if he's thinking about the gopis, then he just composes this verse, whatever he's seeing. If he's seeing Ramalila, he'll compose that verse. So whatever, actually, it's our great fortune. The fact that we are able to, recite the same verses and we still have access to them, where we are simply repeating his beautiful words. Because while he is doing it, he's actually seeing the Leela happening. And as the Leela is happening, he's explaining it to us in his own words. So it's a very, very beautiful thing and our good fortune. So in this verse, he's taking us to Vrindavan. So he's saying that something very special is happening in Vrindavan. So what is happening in Vrindavan? These young cowherd girls of Vrindavan, they are going about in different streets and selling. So what they are selling milk, they're selling butter, they're selling some yogurt. And the beautiful thing is, instead of calling that, please take some milk, please take some fresh milk, they're saying, please take some Krishna, fresh Krishna, half liter Krishna, because they are so much engrossed, they are so much, saturated, or they are so much full of Krishna, Krishnamai, that whatever they talk, speak, say, only Krishna comes out, nothing else, because their mind is completely filled with Krishna. So instead of telling, okay, please take some milk, please take some curd, please take some butter, they are going into the streets of Vrindavan and Mathura and saying, take some Krishna, take some Govinda, take some Damodara, take some Madhava. So, this is the consciousness of Gopi. See, the thing is, whatever is inside will come out in the words. That is why our organization is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. The whole point is, we are all gathered here together and we are working in the direction of how to get Krishna in our consciousness. And we want Krishna in our consciousness, and because of that, and to achieve that, we are doing so many things. So that somehow or the other, by performing certain activities, we will be successful in bringing Krishna in our consciousness. But for gopis, it was natural. They had nothing but only Krishna in their consciousness. They were only Krishna conscious. We are trying to become Krishna conscious, and once in a while, we may become Krishna conscious, but the gopis are always Krishna conscious. So, and in fact, this particular pastime where the gopis are actually selling Krishna is one of the favorite pastime of all the Vaishnavacharyas. If you see different bhajans across India, different themes, whether it is in Bengali language or Gujarati language or Kannada Bhasha, Purandar Das or Narsi Mehta or Tukaram, have definitely touched this particular pastime where the gopis are selling Krishna, because it has such a deeper meaning. It's not just about they calling out that Krishna is on sale. The fact that they can actually sell Krishna because Krishna belongs to them. That's the beauty of this pastime. So Narsi Mehta, one of the Gujarati saints from the Saurashtra, he also sings about this pastime in his bhajan. He says, look at these gopis, how innocent they are. They're trying to sell Krishna, the Lord of the universe, and how they're selling it by putting him in the pot, it seems, for them. And they're selling it out, and by calling out from, from one street to another, they're going and they're calling out to look at their devotion. It's a very beautiful bhajan. In fact, this is one of the bhajans that I used to wake up every morning with when I was before actually coming into ISKCON as a young girl in Hyderabad city. My parents were very fond of Narsi Mehta bhajans, and our every morning, I remember the opening of the eyes would be with Narsi Mehta bhajans of Krishna. And one of this bhajan was this, the gopis selling Krishna. So it's so much into my mind. So the Narsi Mehta is saying, Bholi re bharvada hari re betava चाली 16,000 गोपीनो मारो मटकी माधारी भोली रे भरवाड़न हरि रे बेचवा चाली सेरिये ताड़ पाड़े लईलो मुरारी भोली रे भरवाड़न हरि रे बेचवा चाली बेचवा means selling. Oh, holy, so innocent this girl that Sora Sahasra, the master of the 16,000 gopis, is being sold today in the market of Mathura. And for what price the gopis will take some Krishna. Murari, they're selling Murari just like that. Look at the love of the gopis. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, yes, they can sell. No, he says these Vaishnava Acharyas, gopis are the Uttama Vaishnava Acharyas, they are the Bhakti Acharyas. So even in one of the bhajans in Bengali, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, कृष्ण से तुम्हार कृष्ण दी से पारो तुम्हारा शक्ति आसे हमी तो कंगाला कृष्णा कृष्णा बोली दैतव पाछे पाछे ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयाल सागर इदसे करुणाकारी Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, praying to the Vaishnava Acharya, oh Krishna says, Tomar, Krishna is yours, Krishna belongs to you. And if you want, you can give Krishna. Because you can only give something that which is yours. So Krishna is the property of the devotee. So yes, the devotees can sell Krishna, the devotees can Krishna belongs to them. So here, below Thakur is saying that the gopis are moving around in the streets of Vrindavan and Mathura and they're selling Murari. So while selling, they are reciting different names of Krishna. Oh, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, take some Damodar, take some Madhava. It's a very, very beautiful verse. In fact, while explaining this verse, of course, I've decided that I'll try and complete the 71 verses. I don't know, but one of the favorite pastime which comes in my mind when this topic comes about selling Krishna is the Tulabharam Kada. This is one of my favorite where how Narad Muni understands the nature of Satyabhama, how she has that sweet ego that Krishna is mine, and how Narad Muni takes advantage of it and he flares it up. And once he just goes and has a casual chat with Satyabhama. In fact, he's been coming for a few days, and Krishna warns. And Krishna is warning Satyabhama, this Narad Muni is coming very frequently to your palace. You better be careful because he's known for, bringing up quarrels or, Then Satyabhama says, I don't know why Narada is criticized like that. He's such a nice person. I have no problem with so sweet he is. See, we just discussed about your pastimes and I don't know. I think this is some false rumor. He's such an innocent and nice person. And Krishna simply smiled. And one day in a casual conversation, when Satyabhama is bragging, Krishna loves me so much. For me, he brought that parijata. For me, he takes this, that. And Narad Muni keeps on mentioning, yeah. Actually, he loves all his 16,100. So every time she says something, he is nice to all his 16,100. So why do you keep on mentioning all 16,000? I'm talking about myself, Krishna. No, actually, you are one of the queens. No, that's what I mentioned. Then she gets very upset. So one day Narad Muni is just explaining to her about different kind of donations. Why people do Annadanam. Because if you do Annadanam in your next life, you will never have problem for Anna. You will have full, opulence and all. Like people do Kanyadanam and all. So she was, just hearing very carefully because Narad Muni is speaking something nice from the scriptures. So by the way, when Narad Muni is mentioning like this, that whatever you want in your next life, I tell you, Devi, you should give donation in this life. Then what will happen? Next life you will get it. Then she thinks, that is true. Then she said, in my life, I like only one person, that is Krishna. And only thing that I want is Krishna should be only mine in the next life. I don't want to divide him or share him with anybody. Then Narad Muni says, then what you should do is you should give Krishna as donation. If you give Krishna as charity, then next life Krishna will be only yours. And she said, really, is that possible? He said, that's what is written in the scripture. Whatever you donate, you get it. Then, but whom I can donate? Why can't you see me? Here I am, Brahmana. To donate to Brahmana, then you will get Krishna. In next life, exclusively yours, only yours. You don't have to share with anyone. She being an innocent woman, oh, is it? Then when can we do it? Oh, I think tomorrow's Muhurtam is very good. We can go ahead and do this process. Oh, really? Oh, very nice. Then you come. No, but he is the husband of all 16,100. You have to ask them. Who said I have to ask them? He belongs to me. I can do whatever I want. I don't ask him anything. He asked me permission before doing anything. You know that? So, really, are you sure? Oh, what do you mean, are you sure? Are you trying to insult me? You come tomorrow, you take, you see. Whatever I say, Krishna follows. Oh, really? I never knew your power. You are really powerful. Oh, yes, I'm very powerful. Come tomorrow. So Narad Muni comes in the morning and everything is ready, and Satyabhama calls out to Krishna and says, my dear husband, I want to give you as a donation to Narad Muni. Krishna is amused. I'm sorry, what is that? No, I want to give you. Don't ask me for all explanations. Just you come. Krishna says, okay, whatever you say. You just come. I'm just doing some ritual. I have to do it for a betterment of our next life, dear. Krishna says, okay, for our next life, whatever you say, I'm ready to do. So she takes Krishna by the hand, puts the hand of Krishna on Narad Muni's hand and says, okay, Brahmana, here is my dearest thing that I love in this world. I donate it to you. Narada becomes very happy. Okay, thank you so much. Now the rituals are over. They have prasadam. Now Narada Muni is about to leave. So Narada Muni is taking Krishna with him, and Satyabhama says, what is this? What are you doing? Devi, just now you donated Krishna to me. So I'm taking Krishna with me. What's wrong with you? No, but you told now that next, yeah, that's what I told now. Next life you will get Krishna. This life now Krishna is mine because you donated. No, but you never told all this. No, Devi, I told very clearly. I don't know. I spoke in your language very clearly. This life you donate, next life you will get Krishna. Okay, thank you so much. I need to leave now. Satyabhama says, oh, actually, I did not listen properly because you were telling so many things. I'm very sorry. All this program is cancelled. Please give back my. Well, sir, Devi, this is not some, younger children, they play, some household articles. This is not some game. I am Narad Muni and you are Queen of Dwarika. People will laugh at you after giving charity. You can't take back. So now we cannot do anything about it. And he just walks away. And Satyabhama is telling Krishna, you don't go. What are you doing? Krishna says, how can I? You have just now given to a Brahmana. I have to go. Now Krishna and Narad Muni are having a big laugh. And meanwhile, Satyabhama is in full anxiety now. What to do? She's just walking up and down in the palace. What should I do now? Meanwhile, Krishna and Narad Muni have bigger plans just to amuse this, to tease her. So now Satyabhama sends her maids, go and check on what Krishna is doing. So as soon as the maid is about to come, Narad Muni and Krishna make up a plan. Immediately, Krishna starts cooking in the kitchen, making some chutney and sweating and crying, So the maid goes and says, oh, Narad Muni is making Krishna work so hard. He's slogging in the kitchen, sweating and cutting vegetables. Now Satyabhama gets very angry. She runs and comes to Narad Muni and says, what are you doing? What are you doing with my husband? Your husband, I'm sorry, you have already donated, so now he belongs to me. So I can do whatever I want to. Okay, there is no use of talking to you. She goes to the kitchen and she takes Krishna by hand and says, let's go from here. Krishna says, no, I have to follow dharma. You have donated me. I have to stay with him. I can't do anything now. Why are you speaking like that? Narad Muni is making you work like this. No, we have to follow dharma. It's what is that? It's my fortune. It's my destiny. It's that you have done. You have given me as a donation. I think my rest of my life, I have to keep cutting aloo and tomato. I cannot do anything. Because this is where you put me in this situation, Devi. What can I do? So Krishna is just like, all sweat is coming on and he's just cutting vegetables. What can be done? Now Satyabhama, he falls on Narad Muni's feet almost like, please give some solution. So Narad Muni says, okay, let me think. Usually the donation once given can't be returned, but let me just think, And then he's thinking and all are eagerly waiting for his answer. And he says, well, actually, I can't think. I need some water. He definitely says, bring some water. They bring some water. He brings some water. And he says, no. Actually, yes. Actually, what I want to tell is, this water is very cool. It's not good for my health. No, we are not asking about water. Okay, bring some hot water. They bring some hot water. And said, actually, the whole problem here is hot water is also not good for me. Bring some normal temperature water. Please talk about water. Please tell us solution. How I can get Krishna back? And he said, okay, the only solution I find is that maybe we'll just put him on a weighing scale. And you have some gold ornaments. So what do you mean you have some gold ornaments? So I have so many gold ornaments. Oh, sorry, you are queen of Dwarka, I forgot. So whatever, you may be having many gold ornaments, so let's weigh Krishna with gold, and if Krishna weighs more, and if you give me gold equal to Krishna's weight, then I will give back what can be done. So that's the only solution. So next day Narad Muni comes and the weighing scale has been arranged and Krishna is on one side of the scale, and now Satyabhama, still the ego has not gone, so she's, oh, I have so many jewelries, okay, bring all that, and they have, started putting it, but nothing is, I mean, the Krishna scale is not even moving an inch, and she keeps on putting everything, and then even the dasis, even the other queens, everybody starts putting all the gold and jewelry they have, but even a 1 inch Krishna's weighing scale doesn't move, Finally, Satyabhama is crying, and then she goes to Rukmini Devi. I need your help. Then Rukmini Devi comes there, and she simply puts a leaf, tulasi leaf. And as soon as she puts tulasi leaf, the scale tips off. And all the gold and jewel goes in the air. And then Satyabhama is like, I never make this mistake again. What a big mistake I have made. But at the same time, why I was mentioning this pastime is, yes, Krishna belongs to them, to the devotees, and they can sell Krishna if they want to. So here the gopis, Bilomangal Thakur is saying how the gopis were selling Krishna from door to door. They, please take some fresh Krishna, please take half liter of Krishna. So now from there he takes us to the pastimes of other gopis. Apart from selling butter, what do the gopis do? Ulukhale vrittatam tulancha sanghasayantyo musale pramutta gayanti gopyo janita nuraga govinda dharma daveti. This line is comfortable for everybody, right? Govinda Daveti. So now what is happening? What the gopis are doing? In those days, there is no MTR masala, there is no Baksha masala, no Priya masala. The gopis only have to grind all the grapes, all the different masalas. So you can understand, you can imagine how difficult it must have been. But Bilomangal Thakur is telling that the gopis, they were not feeling bad, or they were not like perspiring, or like, oh, we are feeling tired. They were blissful, they were very happy, they were smiling. Though they are doing so much physical labor. So why that smile is coming? Why are they so happy? Why? Because they are chanting Govinda Madhavi. Because they are chanting Krishna's name, they are not feeling any pressure. They are so happy doing it. We'll go to the next one. Kachet karambo japute nishana Krida sukham kim sukhara tatundam Adhyapayam Saro Ruhashi Govinda Dharma Daviti. Now Bilomangal Thakur is sleeping in the house of one of the gopis. This gopi is very beautiful. She is lotus-eyed, and in her hand there is a beautiful parrot. And the parrot is having a very beautiful red beak. And what is she telling the parrot to do? She's having some pomegranates in her hand, and she's telling the parrot, okay, I'll give you this. Come on, say Govinda, say Govinda. So the parrot is saying, Govinda Madhaveti. So the parrot is reciting Govinda Damodara Madhava, and the gopi is feeding the parrot. Go to the next verse. Grihe grihe gopavatu samuha pratikshanam jalasarikana kalagiram sayutam pravrito Govinda Madhaveti. So, Bilomangal Thakur is saying that in each and every house, there are parrots, and some of the parrots are inside the cage. And what these parrots are doing constantly inside the cage, they are simply chanting, Govinda Madhaveti. Go to the next verse. पर्याणि पर्यायिकाभाजमलं कुमारं प्रस्नापयन्त्योऽखिलगोपकन्या जागो प्रबन्धं स्वरसा लबन्धं गोविन्ददामोदरमाधवेति. See, some of the gopis were very young, some of the gopis were married, some were unmarried, some were old, some were at the age of Yashoda Mata, some were even having children. So now Bilamangal Thakur is sleeping in the house of a gopi who already has a son. And what this gopi is doing is she has the son in the little cradle and she's swinging him. And as she's just swinging, what happens? In the olden days, you know, that wooden swing, they will make some noise. Grr, 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 grr. Our mic is also making like that noise nowadays. I don't know what's the problem with our thing. But like grr, 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 like, you know, background. And now because the construction of the temple is going on, we always have this background noise of the marble people working. So that grr, grr, grr noise is coming. But what she is doing is she is using that noise as a background music. And as she is making the child sleep, she is chanting Govinda. The life of these gopis and these Brajavasis is so beautiful. In every situation, they're only doing one thing, they're just chanting Krishna's names. We go to the next verse. Ramanujam Vichanakelilotam Gopi Grihitva Navanita Golam Abalakam Tanakam Ajuhava Govindadamo Dharanadhavi. So this Ramanujam is Lakshman. Lakshman means Balram. So Bilamangal Thakur is saying this Balram and Krishna, they're so naughty. They're making the gopis run behind them. The gopis are panting. They can't run like a little boy. They're ladies. They are running behind. And these boys are running behind. The gopis are running behind. Then after some time, the gopis stop. Why are we running behind these two boys? Very simple to catch them. Why should we run behind them? So immediately they pick up some butter and they say, hey, do you want butter? Immediately they stop running. We say we want butter and they only come back. Then the gopis are saying, why were we running behind? We have this, they will run behind us. Okay, come. You want some butter? So like that they are calling when the boys are running. Once they have put the butter in the hand and saying, Govinda Damo Dharmadave. So now these boys came back running. Now the gopis are saying, so will you run again? Come on, catch your ear. You want this butter? Yes, we want. Whatever you say, we will do. And then they hand over the butter to Krishna. We'll go to the next this. Vichetra varna dharna virani videhi vatram bhujarajavam se sada madhiye rasane grarante govindadam Sairamahaveti. So Bilvamangal Thakur is now talking to the tongue. Oh my dear tongue, you have become Rajahamsa. Why? Because when we chant Krishna's name, that means the mouth has become like a lotus pond. So inside, because Krishna means lotus. Krishna's eyes are like lotus, his hands are like lotus, his navel is lotus, his face is like lotus. So that lotus is there in my mouth. That means my mouth has become a lotus pond. And who will move around in the lotus pond? The Rajahamsa. Oh my tongue, you are Rajahamsa. But what you should do as a Rajahamsa? Oh my dear tongue, simply chant Govinda Damo Dharma. Oh, please just chant Govinda's name. Go to the next verse. Ankadhirudham Shishupotadhuram Tanam Dhayam Tam Tanadekakasam Sambodhayam Mashabha Yashoda Govindadamo We are saying the one and the only Lord of Lakshmi Devi. Who is the one and the only Lord of Lakshmi Devi? Krishna. And that Lord of Lakshmi Devi is lying on the lap of Yashoda Mata. And what is he doing? He's drinking breast milk. And while he's drinking breast milk, Yashoda Mata is looking at him. And sometimes when the children are drinking breast milk, the mothers have this experience. They'll be moving their little hands and little legs. So now what Yashoda Mata is doing is she's holding Krishna's hand and playing with the hand. And as Krishna is drinking her breast milk, Yashoda Mata is lovingly addressing him. Govinda Dhaveti, oh my beloved Govinda, oh Damodara, oh Madhava. You go to the next verse. Kridam tamantara vrajamatmanam sva tamam vayasye pashupalabhale premna yashodara prajuhata Krishna Govinda Dhamodara. So now what is happening is Krishna is playing with all the little cowherd boys, and he's so busy in playing, he's not coming back for prasadam. So Yashoda Mata is calling out, "Hey Govinda, hey Damodar, Madhara, come back, come back." He's so playful, he has forgotten that he hasn't, eaten well. So Yashoda Mata is calling out, "Govinda, Damodar, Madhara, come back, come back." So we see how Bilvamangal Thakur is giving us a peek, as sneak peek into different leelas of Krishna with gopis, with Yashoda Mata, with his devotees in different ways. So now we'll go to the next verse. Yashodaya Gadamulu Kalena Gokanta Pashe Nanipadyamana Ruroda Manta Navadi Sadhoji Govinda Dhamodara. So now Bilvamangal Thakur is taking us to the Damodar Leela. Oh, Yashoda Mata is tying up Krishna like to the grinding mortar with a cow's rope, it seems. Not some soft rope, with the rope which they tie the cow. Why she is tying him? Because he's a plunderer. He has stolen butter and mother is upset with him. And while she is tying Krishna, she is chanting, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Go to the next verse. Nijangane kanake virodam gopi grihitva navanita molam amadayatani nanetre Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So once what happened? Krishna is playing with a kankan, some kind of a bangle in the courtyard. So sometimes what happens, you see, the children, they play with the elders' bangles or something. It may just pierce them or it may hurt them. But if you try to pull it away, they'll get more hurt because their hand will be so soft. So instead of pulling that thing from Krishna, what the gopi did is, she came from behind and she closed Krishna's ears. And then she's asking, do you know what I have brought for you today? Do you know what I have brought? So immediately Krishna's attention is diverted. Oh, did you bring butter for me? So immediately he left that bracelet with which he was playing carelessly. And then the gopi is asking, yeah, yes, you have guessed it right, Govinda, I brought butter for you. So see, the beauty here, you will see all through the Brajalila and different pastimes of Krishna. It's not that gopis bring some new things. They always bring the same thing, that is butter. See, even our own children, if you every day bring the same chocolate, after some time they will say, you only eat. Not every day you bring same biscuit, I don't want. Always they want variety, right? But Krishna is everyday butter. That means it must not be that butter which is attracting him. Probably it is that bhava which is attracting him. Otherwise, anybody will get bored of the same thing. So Krishna says, right, in the Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prejam Sadaham. How Upaharidam? Bhakti Upaharitam Ashnam Prejam. If you give me Bhakti, I like. So that is what he is actually taking whenever we offer him something. He is taking that Bhakti. That is why we have to be so careful. We may offer him 56 items. But while making that 56 items, if our mind is that after the offering, somebody may take it, better I should hide it somewhere. Sometimes, in the Rath Yatra at Gurjara Kalakshetra, the devotees will bring 1008 items. But 1008 eyes are also there on that item. After the offering, who will get it first? Like I have to run and hide it under something because I'll be busy with other seva. Will I get my favorite laddu or not? Will I get my favorite jalebi or not? If we have cooked with that bhava, Krishna will not accept. If we have cooked like, I don't care who takes it after offering, I am cooking for pleasing Krishna, then Krishna will accept it. So the gopis were probably not giving 56 items like we are giving for Jagannath. They were giving only maybe. They may be giving, but they were giving everyday butter. But what is special about their butter is that they were giving it with bhava. So here, he's saying that, oh, the Krishna is so happy. He immediately, carelessly, he was playing with some kankanam and he gave it up just for the butter. And the gopis are very lovingly calling him, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, look what I have brought for you. We'll go to the next verse. Grihe, grihe, go, sarve milita, Punya Govind So in house after house, how the Brajavasis' mood was, wherever they were, in every house, the only topic, in every occasion, the only discussion is Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. How Krishna looks, how Krishna talks, how Krishna walks, what did Krishna do? That's the only discussion the gopis have. Usually what happens in our lives, every occasion, some or the other, somehow, though Prabhupada created the spiritual world of ISKCON inside this material world, we are hell-bent on creating another material world inside this spiritual world. In every occasion, though it is complete Krishna conscious occasion, we have nothing else to do. Janmashtami is Krishna conscious occasion, but somehow we'll bring some materialistic topics in discussion. This person said like this about you, that person said like this, where did you buy this from? I have this problem in my office. But in Brajavasi's mood, in the houses of Brajavasi, the only discussion was Krishna. They used to get angry on Krishna. They used to love Krishna. They wanted to beat Krishna. They wanted to teach a lesson to Krishna. They were afraid of Krishna. They were loving Krishna. They used to become upset with Krishna. Everything is Krishna. It's around Krishna. Their life is around Krishna. Now, one of my very favorite pastime is Peri Alvar. Peri Alvar is Vishnu Chitra, the father of Goda Devi. He used to say this very beautiful pastime of a gopi called Sundari. So this gopi Sundari, she was just a 5-year-old, very sweet and innocent gopi. So see, in those days, what happened? They never used to have matchbox or lighter. If you want to boil the milk or you want to cook something, you go to the neighbor's house and you bring fire and you lit it. Because somebody or the other house, the fire will be lit. So this beautiful pastime Peri Alvar tells about one gopi, how this mother of Sundari, one day she wanted to boil milk. So she kept the milk on the, on the stove, but there is no fire. So she tells her daughter Sundari, she's just a 5-year-old girl, can you take care of the milk? I will just go and bring the fire from the neighbor's house. So the daughter says, what am I supposed to do, mother? Nothing, just look at the milk. My mother, we have to be careful now. Somebody may bring the milk. Who is that, mother? Oh, the black cat. What black cat, mother? I never saw a black cat. Oh, you don't know. There is one very dangerous black cat. This black cat may come and drink the milk. So you just stand and keep looking at the milk. I will just come in a minute and bring fire. So she goes to the neighbor's house. Now, usually when the ladies, they start talking, the conversation will go for hours together. But the ladies in Braja, their conversation was not material. Their conversation also used to go on for hours together, but it used to be centered around Krishna. So this gopi, she goes to the other gopi's house. Oh, actually, I came for some fire. Then she tells, you know what happened the other day? What Krishna did in that gopi's house? But really, I don't know when it happened. Oh, yesterday only. Nobody told you. We just went this morning to get water from Yamuna and they were telling me. So they started discussion about Krishna and different pastimes. So now this gopi was telling, other day what happened to me? Krishna came to my house and he was just, pushing that grinding motor. I told him, where are you taking the grinding motor? He said, just wait and watch what I'm doing. Why are you asking so many questions? So I was just patiently looking, what is he doing? Then he brought the grinding mortar. He made the grinding mortar upright. Then he climbed on it. I said, what are you doing? He said, wait, just wait. Just look at what I am doing. Why are you getting so excited? Then he took out the pot of butter. Then he kept the pot on the grinding mortar. And then he said, does it look familiar? Then I said, what do you mean? You also look like this only. You see that pot head and this grinding mortar. Doesn't it look like you? Oh, look at the boy. He has no respect for elders. Is this the way to talk? And the gopi is laughing. Oh, this is nothing. You know what I did the other day? This fellow is always stealing our butter and milk. I got a better idea. I kept the milk like a hot boiling milk on the fire. And I was thinking it's a boiling milk. Now Krishna can't take it. The milk is very safe. But you know what? He came and he drank the boiling milk. How can a small boy drink boiling milk? I can't understand. So the gopis are discussing like that. The one who can, drink fire, rather the fire comes out from him. He can drink boiling milk. And the other gopis saying, but you know what? I don't know where the fellow gets so much hunger from. He takes butter from her house. And again at the end of the day, he's still hungry. So much tons and tons of milk and yogurt and butter and how he's able to drink so much. So while they're all discussing like this, Krishna comes to the house of Sundari. Hey Sundari, how are you? Hey Krishna, I'm very happy to see you. How come you are here? Hey Sundari, I was just remembering you. Oh, is it? How come? No, I just saw a bangle man selling some bangles, beautiful bangles, red color bangles, yellow color bangles, blue color bangles, indigo color bangles. Oh, really? And I was just remembering you, Sundari. I wish you had those bangles. But I already have, na Krishna. Oh, these are nothing. They are very latest design bangles. Really, Krishna? Oh, I want to have definitely. Oh, where is your mother? Oh, my mother, she went to the neighbor's house. Oh, is it? No, but I cannot go now because my mother told me to watch the milk. Watching the milk, for what? You don't know, Krishna. There is a black cat. This black cat may come and drink the milk. Oh, really? Black cat. Achha. Don't worry. I will take care of that black cat. You go to your mother, ask her for the bangles. Don't worry, my eyes are on this. I will not allow any black cat to drink this milk. Oh, Krishna, you are so kind, Krishna. Just now I will come. She left. And as soon as she left, the mothers are busy. She started pulling her mother's sari. Amma, mother. Yeah, what you want, Sundari? Don't disturb. I'm talking something. Mother, I want bangles. Mother, I want. Come on, keep quiet. Yeah, so what I was telling, Sundari. Then after some time, she said, why are you here? What do you want? Mother, I want bangles. What bangles you want? She's looking at the other gopi and saying, look at her. So many bangles she already has. And she wants some more bangles. No satisfaction. What do you do with all that bangles? No, Ma, Krishna. What? Hold on. One second. First of all, why are you here? Where is the milk? What happened? Why you came? No, mother, don't worry. No, I told you, na black cat. Don't worry, mother. Krishna is taking care of the milk. Nothing will happen to the milk. He told me that you go and ask your mother for some, bangles and I will take care of milk. Now the mother was like, oh my God, what you did, and then she immediately ran. Excuse me, I'm just coming. She told the neighbor and she ran back. When she ran back, as expected, there was no milk. Now she got very upset. And on the top of it, Sundari is eating her head. Amma, bangles, I want bangles. What bangle? The milk is gone. This Krishna is making my life so difficult. Then, finally, mother said, buy new bangles. Okay, you take my bangles. So whatever the diamond bangle she had, she took out and she gave to Sundari. Now you are happy? Oh, I'm very happy. I'll show my friends. The small girl, man, they will be so happy. They want to show it to the friends. So she wore the bangles and then she's just coming out in the courtyard. Meanwhile, Krishna was passing. Hey, Krishna, stop. Hey, what happened, Sundari? You know what happened? The black cat drank the milk. Oh, really? So sad. Huh? You know what? My mother gave me new bangles. Oh, these are very beautiful, Sundari. But you know what? Let's play a game. I will become a bangle man. Okay. And you should be the bangle purchaser. So give me your bangles. Now I will keep. And then what I will do? I will say, take bangles, new bangles, beautiful bangles. So I will move around like that. Then you should come and bargain with me and we both will play like this. How is the game? Oh, this is very beautiful game, Krishna. Take all my bangles. So she gave all the bangles. Now Krishna said, I will come from there. You call me bangle man. Okay, will you do that? Oh, yes, sure, Krishna. So now Krishna goes with all the bangles. Okay, bangle man. Now she's very happy seeing the bangle man. So after some time, she can't see the bangle man. Oh, bangle man is gone. Now she's crying more loudly. As the mother is saying, why is Sundari crying? Hey, Sundari, what happened? Krishna, bangle, gone. Now she gets upset. This guy, nobody is teaching him a lesson. Today I will teach him a lesson. First of all, he drank the milk. Now he took away this bangle. And Sundari is saying, I want more bangle. She's irritating her mother. Can you just sit here for 2 minutes? Just now I'll bring your bangles back. Now she took a stick. Meanwhile, what Krishna did? What happens in those days, there was this barter system. Like you have something, you give and you get something in exchange. So Perialva tells this, I'm not making it up. He says that there was this one lady in Raja. What her habit was, every day in the night she will steal all fruits from the backyard of the backyard of the garden of the residents of Vrindavan. And in the morning, to that same person from whose backyard she stole, she will sell the berries. They will not even understand it's from our backyard only, and they will pay some price and they'll take the berries. So she was selling those berries. And when Krishna bought those diamond bangles, what he did is he took those diamond bangles and gave it to the fruit seller lady. And the fruit seller lady gave the whole basket of berries. Now Krishna became very happy and he immediately played the flute. All the cowherd boys came and said, yes, now I have a fresh crop of our berries. Let us all enjoy. So they went inside the kunja and they're lovingly, putting the berries in each other's mouth. And they're saying, Krishna, you are really great. Yeah, that I am. I can arrange anything. So they're happily eating the berries. Meanwhile, from far, he saw Sundari's mother is coming. He understood now what is going to happen. And she's with a big stick. So immediately what happened, his friends, whatever berries they could take in the hand, they took and they ran and they said, okay, watch out like Krishna, and they ran. Now Krishna said, no, I am also coming behind you, and Krishna started running. Now all of them were running for their life. They all escaped. But Krishna could not escape. And this lady was behind Krishna. So Perialvar says that running, he came up to Sri Rangam. He was so tired, running from Vrindavan to Sri Rangam. So he came to Sri Rangam and he was sleeping. So meanwhile, this Sundari's mother, this Gopi, she came and she's telling Krishna, just because you will just like sleep like this and change your clothes, I can't understand or what? I know it is you and you come on. In fact, if you go to Sri Rangam, if any time you get this opportunity, you ask the pujaris of Sri Rangam, they will show you a mark that Ranganath has on his stomach. Because Ranganath is a Swayambhu deity. Ranganath is Krishna himself. So actually when Krishna was tied during Damodar Leela, Mother Yashoda had tied Krishna so tightly that there were marks on Krishna's waist of the rope, Now, just now we read in the verse, with the rope with which they tie the cow. So there were marks. So Krishna used to feel very shy because all the cowherd boys used to make fun of Krishna. Look at that fellow, his mother tied him, look at that mark. So he used to put his dhoti on the top so that nobody can see that mark. But if you go to Ranganath temple, you ask the pujari, they'll show you that mark on Ranganath's stomach because mother had tied him. So now when he's sleeping, so, she said, oh, just because you have changed the clothes, I can't recognize you or what? You are Krishna, I know. So then he starts running from there and run and comes to Tirupati, Balaji. Now Balaji means there is a lot of queue. So Sundari's mother is full busy in the queue. Because there's so many people waiting in the queue. Somehow she just, pushes everybody and finally she reaches, oh, you are here and you are showing your forehead palm. Don't you think do you think I can't recognize you? Balaji is saying, don't insult me here. I am very reputed here. All will come and giving me donations. Let us have a discussion in some other place. Please follow me. Otherwise, they'll stop giving donation to me. If you say I am a thief and all, it's not good for me. I don't care what people think. I'll teach you a lesson. Then he starts running, and he comes to Jagannath Puri. And there he is, he's already tired and he's eating all the bhoga. So now Yashoda, this Gopi is telling to Krishna, what do you think? By changing the movement of your hands and legs and all, I can't recognize you or what? Even if you change the movement of your hand and leg, you will remain black. Look at your complexion. Where you will hide your black complexion. I know it is you. Okay, come on. Now what you did with Sundari. So now Jagannath, he doesn't know what to do. He stopped eating whatever he was eating and he started running and he went up to Maharashtra. He's in Pandharpur. So here, he's panting. That's why his hands are like, because he's panting. He's been running. And now this Gopi, she's running behind and she's saying, so just because they call you Vithala, don't think that they can mislead me. I know they're calling you Vithala, but you are the same Krishna. I'm not going to leave you. And then from there, he runs and he reaches Gandaki, Nepal. And there he turns into Shaligram Shila. And the Gopi is running behind. Now after coming there, she says, where is Krishna? There are only stones here. Where is Krishna gone? So like that, such beautiful pastimes. Even the Alvars, they have described such beautiful pastimes of the Gopis and Mata. So here, the ladies, in whatever occasion they gather, the only thing they are doing is they are talking about Krishna, various pastimes of Krishna. We'll go to the next verse. Mandara Bimbadani Puritaveduna Gopa Gopi Janama Yapan Govinda. So now he has taken us into the Kunja of Vrindavan. How Krishna is looking so beautiful. His face is beautiful. His flutes are on his lips. And amidst the cows and the gopas and the gopis, he's standing under a coral tree. And all the gopis and the gopas, they're calling out, "Oh Govinda, oh Damodara, oh Madhava." So beautiful he is looking. We'll go to the next verse. उत्थाय गोप्यो पररात्रभोगे मृद्बालशोदासुत जानकी गायन्ति प्रोक्तेदमिमं गायन्त्यो गोविन्ददामोदरसागरे. So all these gopis, they are awake in the Brahma Muhurta early in the morning, and what they are doing early in the morning, as they are remembering the childish activities of the son of Mother Yashoda. See, this is something very beautiful. The gopis, when they used to get up in Brahma Muhurta, what is the first thing they are doing is they are remembering the Lord. In the Brahma Muhurta, if somebody remembers the Lord, everything will be auspicious in their life. In fact, even many of them, they are worried about their grahas. Somebody says, I have Shani Graha, I have this problem, I have that problem with the Graha. But even the famous astrologers, according to the science of astrology, they say that if somebody gets up in Brahma Muhurta and they are in the presence of the Lord, the auspicious presence of the Lord, no grahas, nothing can disturb them. Everything will be auspicious in their life. Everything will be auspicious. But what are we supposed to do in Brahma Muhurta? We are supposed to remember the Lord. See, even in the normal materialistic world, to achieve something of material importance also, people work so hard. They get up early in the morning. They practice. If there's some Carnatic vocal musician, they will practice some ragas. If somebody is a sports person, he will go and, in some stadium, practice some cricket or some. If somebody wants to study well, they will get up in the morning and they will memorize their answers or they will prepare for their exams. Those who are researchers, even they will get up early morning. Similarly, if somebody wants to get Krishna, we are all just like we are also students. We are students of Krishna consciousness. If we want to excel in our Krishna consciousness, we also have to sacrifice our morning sleep and be there in front of the Lord in the Brahma Muhurta and get the blessings of the Lord. In fact, just yesterday I was thinking that during the Damodar Mass, all the devotees, they come for Mangalarti every day. But the other times of the year, it becomes a little bit difficult, probably because of geographical distances and all. But I was just thinking that maybe at least till Janmashtami, if everybody can come for Mangalarti and prepare our consciousness in the right way. Mangala Arti means when you attend that Arti, everything becomes Mangala. Everything will become auspicious. You may feel that it may become a little strain. I have to go to my office and all. But if you just like you used to organize your life during the Damodar month by sleeping a little bit early in the morning, somehow or another, try and make it. Because most of the devotees join for Nityam Bhavat Seva, which is at 5:45 in the morning. So most of them are ready, but it's just probably the distance. And those who are at least staying nearby, 15-20 minutes, they should try and come for Mangalarti till Janmashtami at least. And then, of course, slowly we can make it as a habit. So anyway, coming back to this, the gopis in the Brahma Muhurta, they get up and what they do? Govinda Dhamma. They are chanting the Lord's name. We'll go to the next verse. Jaddo tadato navani tapindo grihe yashoda vichikitsayanti uvacha satyam vadare murare Govinda Dhammo Dharamatavi. So once what happened, Yashoda Mata, she's just churning some butter. As she is churning the butter and keeping the butter aside, she remembered that yesterday the butter that I churned, I hope it's still safe, or maybe Krishna must have already eaten it or what. So she runs to the kitchen and she opens the cupboard and she says, it's gone, the butter is gone. Then she immediately goes to Krishna and she says, come on, did you steal the butter? Come on, speak the truth. Speak the truth. So she's like very strictly and very suspiciously looking at Krishna and said, "Did you steal the butter? Come on, Govinda, Damodar, speak the truth." So the funny part is that Krishna, who is Param Satyam, is asked to speak Satyam by the mother. Come on, speak Satya. Don't you speak lies. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Did you steal the butter? So like that, she's calling out Govinda, Damodar, Madhavi. Go to the next verse. Abhyachya geham yuvati pravidha prema pravasya dadhine manantha gayanti gopya tasakhi kameta govindadan Madhavi. So these gopis, they're doing Sankirtana. The Sankirtana also two types of Sankirtana. One Sankirtana is when we use all our senses to chant Krishna's name. That is also Sankirtana. Means all the senses together, we are doing Sankirtana. Another Sankirtana is when we do it in association with the devotees. So now the gopis, when they are doing their household chores, they're already chanting Krishna's name. But they are more eager to do Sankirtana with the other gopis. So they are very quickly finishing their household chores because they want to go and associate with the other gopis and they want to hear more Krishna Katha from them and give them Krishna Katha. So they are quickly finishing and then together all of them are chanting Govinda Damodar Madhavi. So those who are devotees, they relish the company of the other devotees, the association of other devotees. So they're quickly finishing because they want to do Sankirtana together, Sakhi Sameta. With all the Sakhis, what they want to do? Govinda Damodar Madhavi. They want to chant Krishna's name together. Go to the next verse. Kvachit prabhati dadhipo namatre nikshepya mantam yuvati mukundam alokya dhani vividham karoti govinda dana paramagaviti. So one day it so happened, one of the gopikas, and she has decided with a lot of determination, I don't want to remember Krishna today. Because whenever I remember Krishna and I do my work, everything becomes distant. In the sweet rice, I will put salt. In the curry, I will put sugar. I will make a mess of things. Today, I'm not going to remember Krishna. And definitely, I'm not going to remember his beautiful eyes. And forget about his lips, which are like bimba fruit. I'm not going to remember. And his flute, definitely, I will not remember. And what to speak about his Pitambar clothes, that I don't want to remember. And I'm not going to even think about the beautiful sound that comes from his anklets. And about his curly hair, I don't want to remember. And she's talking like that, but she's remembering Krishna. And she's going on speaking. I will not remember. And the way he talks to me, I don't want to remember the way he sweetly talks to me. And I don't. So all that she's telling like with an angry mood. And as she's telling that and she's removing that pot of butter from there to here, and she sees that just behind the pillar, Krishna is saying, hello, and she's like, again you have come. I'm trying my best to forget you. And again you are in front of me. And then he just simply walks in and says, Krishna, I have decided that I'm not going to remember you. Yeah, that's a good idea. Where is the butter pot? Yeah, in that room. So what I was telling you, I don't want to remember you. And especially, the way you play flute, yeah, where is that other pot? Yeah, it is there. So meanwhile, he's taking the pot and Krishna is eating the butter. And Gopi is going on talking to him. And especially, I don't want to remember the way you sweetly eat the butter and the way you move your hand. That I don't want to remember. And especially the beautiful jewels. And Krishna is eating it. Yes, you are right. You should not remember. And he's going on eating and she's going on talking. And I don't want to remember. And especially, sometimes I remember your pastime, but I have decided today I will not remember. Yeah, that's very good. Give me the second pot. And he's going on eating and she's going on talking. At the end of it, both the pots are over and he's walking away. And then she's like, hey, where you are going? Oh, no, that's it. Bye-bye. And then she sees the pot is over. Hey, you have already eaten my butter, and Krishna just goes away and says, what has happened to me? I thought I'll not remember him. Forget about remembering. He came, he ate, and he left also. So, the gopis, in Bengali, there is one very beautiful bhajan. The gopis, they're trying their best to forget Krishna. So when Uddhava asked them, why can't you engage in some kind of meditation and try to forget Krishna? So the gopis, when they close their eyes, they say, Uddhav, It's not working with them because when we have our eyes open, at least we remember Krishna in connection with something, in connection with the tree, in connection with this leaves, in connection with this. But if we close the eyes, then it is concentrated only Krishna, and that becomes more difficult for us. We are crying in separation. So there is this beautiful song in Bengali. The gopis are saying, "Jadi nayan munde dekhi, antare govinda dekhi." Nayana Meliya dekhi samne. Oh, what a ill fortune I have. If I close my eyes, I see Krishna. Okay, I open my eyes, I see Krishna. What should I do? I open the eyes, I see him. I close the eyes, I see him. There is no escape for me except remembering Krishna. So here this particular gopi is saying that today I decided I don't want to remember it. I don't want to remember it. And saying that, she's all the more remembering. And what is she doing? She's chanting. Govinda Dano Haravavi. You want me to end the class? Prabhuji has come. Okay. Okay, so has he already come? Or? He has already come. So I'll end the class here today. We have completed around 19th verse. We completed 19 verses. Then there are totally 71 verses. So we'll try to do the rest of the part in coming Sunday, hopefully. Coming Sunday, we'll do the rest of the part. For today, we'll close it here. Bilvamangal Thakur ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. There is one question by our temple president, Madhupati Prabhu. His question is asking that this stuti is very famous in Pushti Marg. How is it harmonized between two sampradayas as we recognize Bilamangal Thakur writings? Hare Krishna Mataji, you heard the question? Or Mataji left? Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
I think Mataji left, Prabhuji. We can't see there.
I think so. Okay, then we'll have announcements then. So let us chant Vancha Kalpatarubhyasa, then we'll have quick announcement and close it then. Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhaya
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। समस्त वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय।
So please join for Oak Tree Road Radhayatra, not Jagannath Radhayatra, 2 to 4 p.m. Prasadam will be served at 95 Fiat Avenue from 4 o'clock onwards. Please bring dry fruits, nuts and other things for the Radhayatra. That is a quick announcement. And Sunday feast program is also there after the Radhayatra. Whoever is can, you can join 5:30 as usual. And the next Ekadasi is August 15th. 15th Thursday is Ekadasi, very important Ekadasi. Pavitra Opening Ekadasi. Pavitrotso they call. So that is in the next day. August 16th, Friday is Rupa Goswami's disappearance day and also Pavitrotso. And all the way up to 19th, there's it is called Julan Yatra. From 15th Ekadasi all the way till 19th is Julan Yatra, Lord Balram's appearance day. Julan Yatra ends on that particular day. So all 5 days are very auspicious, 15th to 19th Monday. And then we have Brahmotsavam on the Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday is the actual day of Balram Jayanti in the evening. So please join. And Saturday, Sunday we'll post the details exactly what time Lord will be taken and Surya Vahan, Chandra Vahan outside the temple. So please join. That and then upcoming, the biggest event is Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Sri Krishna Janmashtami on August 26th Monday. Balram Jayanti is on 19th Monday. Janmashtami is on 26th Monday, 1 week apart. Fasting till midnight. Balram Jayanti day fasting till noon. And yeah, as Mataji already indicated, try to come for Mangalarati if you can on Balram Jayanti and Janmashtami. These two are very important festivals for taking the lots and lots of mercy to advance in Krishna consciousness. A lot of services are also there. You can sponsor in any way you like, colors, arati, prasadam, flowers. So many ways you can contribute, and physical service as well. Janmashtami, and next day is also very important day, August 27th, Tuesday is Srila Prabhupada's appearance day, Avirbhav Tithi of Panduracharya. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Those are the big announcements. I'll see you all at Rath Yatra and at Sunday visit. Anyone
Thank
has any quick
Hare
questions?
Krishna.
Any
Thank you,
questions?
Prabhuji.
Yeah. If not, we'll end here. Okay, thank you very much. Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.